welcome to the Simple Life Blog. Hallelujah. And you have your favorite little host on here, none other than Miss Coco Boughton. Y'all, I am so excited tonight about what the Lord has really given me to help to anybody that comes on this page and listens to this song. It's to help everybody. I'm just that type of person that I'm like, you know what? If God gives me the sense, then I need to share what He has given me, knowledge and wisdom. So we are talking about business today. Your business. We're not talking about the business plan. We're talking about marketing, KB style. When I say KB style, I'm saying Coco Boughton style. Okay, Coco Boughton style marketing. Having your own business is everybody's dream, I think. I don't think there's nobody out here that's not dreaming of having their own business. So what happens once we get past the marketing plan and all that, and we have an actual product that's ready to go out now? We have the actual product, and I don't know if I'm going to do any music tonight. I don't know. It just depends out. So I didn't mean to sidetrack that. But anyway, so we have an actual product done now. But problem is, we're having problems getting customers to buy, consumers to buy, whether they're online or offline, and people just aren't buying like they used to. And we're not in recession. So what's the problem? Okay, so I'll be using examples throughout this podcast here. I'll be using examples. So we're talking about selling your product. What type of product do you have? See, I work in the music industry, I work in the entertainment industry, and I see a lot of products not leaving the shelf. And as we all know, sales are down everywhere. No matter who you are, there's a lot of people that's got sales that are really down. And I just want to uplift you and encourage you with some little tweaks here and there that you can use to improve your sales performance. So selling your product. What does your product have to offer? What does your product have to offer? And when I say product offer, even like with a CD, why do you want me to buy your CD? Why do you want me to buy your CD? Everywhere I go, I got so many CDs right now, I can't listen to them all. You know what? That's what the consumer is thinking in their head. They're thinking, hey, I already got a lot of CDs. What would make this one special? I don't need any more CDs. So they walk past your table. They walk past your table and don't buy. And then, even if it's like, say, washing powders. We got Tide and Gain over here. And then maybe you created some washing powders and nobody's buying your washing powders versus the Tide and Gain. And you want to know why? Why? Yeah, that just fell in there. Okay, so what we have here is you got to think, whenever you got a product and you're trying to sell the product, you have to also sell yourself, but most of all, you have to sell security. Security and integrity. Now, would you buy from Gain if Gain had a huge number of people saying, hey, this washing powders will make you sick, it'll make your skin fall off? You wouldn't buy from Gain. Take Coca-Cola and Pepsi, two of the most named brands. Let's see, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Those are two big brand names right there. And they're both selling good. You know why? Because they sell security. They're not worried about your diabetes. We know soda gives people diabetes, but they're not really telling you about the diabetic side of it. But what they are selling is you a good time with your family. They're selling you something that can bring the family together. They're selling you something that is going to put a smile on your face and make you feel good. And that's what you have to do. Whenever you're selling your product, you have to make sure that you're selling what the product can do. The packaging, you got a great looking package, but nobody knows what your product can do. So whenever you're making these logos and things, make sure that you're making them where they will show security. That's a strong brand right there. A strong brand. Who wouldn't want to invest in a strong brand? You see, when you go into the grocery stores and they got all that stuff up front, all the little candies and stuff up front, everybody knows they want the name brand candies like Baby Ruth, Sneakers. Now, personally, I don't think they have the cutest wrappers, but guess what? They are made from good brands. Good brands. And when you see the commercials, when you see the sneaker commercials, what are you seeing? They're telling you, hey, this may not be the best chocolate or candy right here, but it's got nuts in it. And those nuts are going to give you energy throughout your day. That's what they're selling, that feeling of, hey, you're going to get energized and you're going to be able to pull it off whether you're hungry or not. Kit Kat candy. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Even their jingle sounds good. And they've had it for years. But what are they selling? What is that product selling? That product is selling comfort and happiness. Who don't want to be happy? It's selling happiness. That's what that product is doing. Whenever you see Kit Kat and you're breaking off a piece, and you got to admit, after seeing all those commercials, whenever you do see Kit Kat, you do break it off like them, and you fall into that happy mode. Ooh, I know my mic did not just fall. Yes, it did. But you fall into that happy mood. So that's what you're doing. You want to sell security with your product. Now, another thing, you want to know who your consumers are. Are your consumers virtual? Or are they just regular customers? Are they regular customers? And I mean regular customers. People who invest in you even if they really don't even need your product. Knowing your consumers can help increase your sales a whole lot. And just because your consumers may be people that they may be family members, they may be friends who support your product, who believe in your dream and invest in you, tell them to tell somebody else. Tell them to tell somebody else about the product. So that, word of mouth. Word of mouth is the biggest way of getting things out. And another thing too, also whenever you're giving out these products to people, try to get a little survey. If you got websites, put a little survey on your website, or either have some little cards with you and have them to put it in a box so that you know next time what your customer or consumer wants. And you have to cater to both. You have to think, now is the world and age of technology. So being that we have technology now, if you don't have a website, I encourage you to go ahead and get your website made. They're easy to do. Well, they're not easy to do if you don't understand computers, but you can do a free website on Wix.com. A free website is better than none at all. Trying to tell you, because you can even still sell your product from that website. Don't be ashamed. Go for the freebies. Go for the freebies. Don't be ashamed of it. But knowing your consumers, your virtual consumers, you have to cater to your virtual consumers as well. If you're online trying to sell CDs, why should they go online and buy your CD? Give them security. Give them a reason as to why they need to be online buying that CD. Maybe it's because it's quick. It's a quicker way to get the download. And they can always have it with them wherever they go on their phone. Give them reasons why they should invest virtually. And your customers in person. Now, I need to talk about this though. The customers that you have, your regular customers, you got to know your regular customers from just customers passing by. Because also, my bad about it. Because your regular customers are the ones who are really going to increase your revenue. They're the ones who are going to pour into you when nobody else is pouring into you. So you got to make sure that you are satisfying them to the best of your knowledge. And your virtual customers, the same thing goes with them. You have to give your best every time. Every time. Your website needs to be up to date. Whether you're on Facebook, go on Facebook Live. And hey, don't be afraid to give away some samples. Do y'all ever notice that some of these, you ever go into like Walmart or somewhere and they're giving out Nieces sausage samples? You start smelling, you get hungry, but they've got somebody out there giving out the samples, and you tasted it, and then next thing you know, you want to go buy you some, and you get some. Do something like that. You know, if you're dealing in CDs, again, in entertainment, if you're dealing in CDs, you want to, maybe you got an old song, online, throw that song in there for free. Give them something that will make them want to trust your brand, trust your product, sell that security. And last of all, make sure whoever is selling your product that they are a seller and that they are a people person, because customer service makes a difference. Even if you are at a gospel function, or maybe you're at a cancer event like some of the Relays for Life, any type of event, whoever is working your table, they have to be people friendly. They have to be. If they cannot hold a conversation, and I did say last of all, but not last of all, y'all. I just thought about something. But hold up, let me write this down too while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Well, it does go in there with customer service. They have to be people friendly. When I say people friendly, we don't need somebody to walk up to your table and nobody is servicing them. You are there to service them. They are your consumers, so you have to supply the service. If you're not supplying the service, if you don't have someone working your product for you that knows how to speak, it's best that you find somebody that does. And the best way to do that, if you need somebody who knows how to speak, sometimes you have to do something called outsourcing, which means you might have to hire a sales representative to come in there for you. Now, this sales representative, they ain't got to have all that kind of experience. They just got to know how to talk to people and sell. That's what it's about. Selling. You can't sell. I'll give you a great example. In my organization, Beautiful Blessed Sisters, which is BBS Divas charity organization, I have a group of women, but I also know the one who can sell the most. Can she holler? She's here with me. So you have to know which position is right for the team member. I have one person who I trust to do sales with me and to help me get donations in and stuff and sell our products. And the other girls, I have other jobs for them. And that's what you have to do. You have to pull somebody in on your team that knows how to talk to people. And you know what? It's better. It's so much better if they're natural at it. And I actually had to learn that myself. My sister actually taught me how to do that because she was a natural at it. She didn't go to school for it or anything. She was just naturally friendly with people. She had a great smile, great conversation, and because they felt welcome, and again, it goes back to that security. They felt secure enough that they were investing their money into a good product, into a good foundation, into a good charity. And that's what you have to do. You have to sell security. Now, again, with this customer service, overselling. You don't want somebody to come in there overselling themselves or the product. I'm going to tell you